Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to our online class. Today we are going to discuss about 11 motion. Look at these pictures. What do you observe? You can see a moving car, a rolling ball, spinning top, and an oscillating pendulum. What is common among all these pictures? Movement. A movement is nothing but motion. Today we are going to discuss about motion and its various types of motion. Everything in the universe is in motion. The tiny particles within the atom, the moon, the planets are some of the natural phenomena of motion. Now let us define motion. The movement of an object or body is said to be motion. The change of position of an object with respect to time is defined as motion. When is the object is in motion? An object is said to be in motion when its position changes continuously. Position changes continuously with respect to a stationary object taken as a reference point. Now look at this picture. The ball is at rest. When we roll the ball, it keeps on moving. Now the ball is in motion. In our daily life, we see objects moving from one place to another. For example, running of buses, cars, trains, man walking on the road, water flowing in the river, etc. Sometimes the objects are in motion and it is difficult to perceive the motion of the object directly. In such cases, motion can be observed through indirect evidence. We infer the movement of air by observing the movement of leaves and branches of trees. Now, let us see some examples of motion. In this picture, the boy is running. The planets are revolving. The rocket is lifting off. And snowboarding, the train is moving with a high speed, and sea surfing are some of the examples of motion. The object changes its position with respect to time or with respect to surrounding. So they are in motion. Now we are going to discuss about state of rest. When we look around us, many things are at rest. Can you give some examples? Yes, table, chair, books, bench are some of the examples which are at rest. So let us define rest. The objects which do not change their positions with respect to time or with respect to the surrounding is called rest. Now let us see some examples of rest. Tools lying on the floor, benches in the park, books on the table. These are the examples of rest. Tools do not change their position with respect to time, so they are at rest. Same way we can explain these two examples. That is, benches are fixed in the park. They are not moving, so they are at rest. Now, if you look at this ball, the ball is at rest. The books kept on the table are at rest with respect to the surroundings. Now let us compare rest and motion. Look at these pictures. These three pictures show the state of rest, and these two pictures show the state of motion. A girl is sitting, a man is lying on the ground, and old lady is watching. See, they do not change their position with respect to time. So they are at rest. Now let us see the differences between rest and motion. What is rest? What is motion? See, a body is said to be at rest if its position does not change with respect to fixed point in its surrounding. Is called a rest. A body is said to be in motion if its position continuously changes with respect to the surrounding. A flying bird, a boy playing football. So, what is the main difference in between these two? Rest, the position does not change. Here, the position changes continuously. Now, the state of rest and motion of the body is relative to each other. A body can be both at rest and in motion at the same time. Let us consider an example. A passenger sitting in the compartment of a moving train is at rest with respect to the other passengers sitting in the same compartment because the position does not change with respect to the position of the other passenger sitting in the same compartment. But the same passenger is in motion with respect to the person standing outside the train. This is because the passenger in the moving train is changing his position with respect to the person outside the train. So, rest and motion are relative terms. Motions are complex. Some objects move in straight line, some may move in linear path. Some objects may rotate, some objects may vibrate. So objects they change their position with respect to time and with respect to surrounding or with respect to the stationary object in the surrounding. Some motions are complex. What are complex motions? See, let us consider this example. Earth moves around the sun, so it has a circular motion. It repeats its motion around the sun after regular intervals of time, so it has periodic motion. It rotates on its own axis, then it has rotational motion. So, three types of motions combine together in this movement of the earth. So, this type of motion is called complex motion. Now, we are going to discuss about various types of motion. What are the different types of motion? Rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion, translatory motion, circulatory motion, oscillatory motion, and periodic motion. What is the rectilinear motion? The motion of an object is in a straight line, then it is called a rectilinear motion. The light rays travel in a straight line. Next, curvilinear motion. The motion of an object is in a curved path. Then it is called curvilinear motion. Then translatory motion. What is translatory motion? The particles, the motion in which all the particles of a body move through the same distance at the same time. Then it is called translatory motion. Next, rotatory motion or circulatory motion. The rotatory motion means the object move around its own axis. Then it is called rotatory motion. The object moves in the circular path. Then it is called a circulatory motion. Next, we are going to see about oscillatory motion. What is oscillatory motion? The movement of the pendulum. To and fro motion of a body is called oscillatory motion. Periodic motion. It is a type of motion which it repeats itself after certain interval of time. That is called periodic motion. The movement of Earth around the sun is an example of periodic motion.